to the Crafty Momma podcast. My name is Dawn. I'm your host, and I'm coming to you from Hamilton, Ontario, Canada. This is a knitting, crafting, crochet, sewing, just crafty podcast. Thank you so much for coming by and checking it out. I appreciate it. For those of you that are new, thank you so much for stopping by. And for those of you that have been around for a while, thank you so much for coming back. It means the world to me. We have hit 280 subscribers, so there's a few more left, and we're going to do a big giveaway. So when we hit 300, it's going to be a big giveaway. But yeah, thank you so much for coming by. I really appreciate it. It's been 3 weeks, I think, since the last podcast. I've gotten some knitting done. I have an FO, which I'm really excited about. And yeah, I'm going solo today. My daughter's not with me. She said she'll do special occasion podcasts. Today, sorry, I am drinking. It is Cafe Mocha by Timothy. It's a coffee. It tastes like hot chocolate. Like, seriously, it tastes like hot chocolate. It's so good. I should probably be drinking something cold, but I don't feel like it. It's a sunny day. It's on the cooler side. It's 21, which is about 68, something like that. So yeah, at least the sun is shining, so that's good. Earlier today, we went over to Home Hardware, where they have the K-Cups on for like 66 cents a K-Cup. So I bought like 30. $20 for 30 K-Cups. That's not too bad. So I bought this one here, which is Cafe Latte. I bought one called French Vanilla Latte. Oh my gosh, it's so good. And another one called Cinnamon Pastry. So I bought like 10 of each because they're all so good. Love them. Love them, love them. Anyways, yeah. Not much new going on. I did have a shoulder, back, neck issue a couple weeks ago, which I ended up being off for 5 days. My shingles, if you watched the last podcast, my shingles have cleared up. I still have the one right under my arm. It's a very, very small scab now. But yes, there's a tiny bit of a scar from the one scab that I picked before I knew what it was. So that's all cleared up. I'm all good with that. And then I ended up, I don't know what I did. I went to sleep one day, and then the Sunday I woke up and my shoulder was killing me. And I had pain going from like the middle of my back, kind of just below my shoulder blades, all the way up to like the middle of my head and my shoulder. And it was so sore. I had to work Sunday, so I went in anyways. I was on like Tylenol, extra strength Tylenol, like 3 of them all day. Not much changed. Monday I was off. I could barely turn my head. I can turn it to here, and I can turn it to here. If I tried going all the way, just sharp pain just shot right up the back of my head. Oh, it was horrible. So I'm at work and I'm turning and I'm doing this kind of thing, right? Let me tell you, it was not fun. But I'm a trooper. And I went through and I got it done. But yeah, it kind of sucked. Monday, I was off. So I thought I'm just going to rest, relax, not really do much of anything and see what happens. And Tuesday, I woke up. I was supposed to go to work like 1 to 9. 1 to 9? 1 to 9. And it was so bad. Like, I could barely turn my head. It hurt. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to go to the walk-in clinic, check to see what's going on. So I called work, told them there's no way I'm going to be able to come in today. That I call them when I find out what's going on. Before I went to the walk-in clinic, my mom was like, why don't you just call the family doctor and see if by any chance there's a spot open and you can go in and get them to check it. So I called and I talked to the secretary, nurse, whatever, and she was okay with everything because I guess my doctor is only in until noon on Tuesdays, and then he goes and does his hospital rounds or whatever. So she was fine with the back and the neck pain. She says, yes, no problem, go to the clinic, check it out. Because I used to have, I have shoulder tendonitis. It flares up once in a while, but it's never been that bad. So that's why I didn't think it had to do with that. Because I know sometimes if I do sleep on my right shoulder for too long, I wake up and my arm is really stiff and there's a bit of pain and I can't really lift it too high. But I was telling her that I had tingling and numbness all down my right arm. So when I told her that, she's like, okay, is there any way you can get to the urgent care unit, get it checked, because she just wants to rule out any cardiac issues. Normally with strokes and stuff like that, it's usually the left arm, but I guess she said sometimes women's bodies, it changes or whatever. So she wants to make sure it wasn't that. So I went there. Turns out my muscle from my shoulder tendonitis was so inflamed that it was putting pressure or something on a nerve, and that's what was causing the pain in the back of my neck and my back and the numbness in my arm. So I was on anti-inflammatories and muscle relaxers for like 2 weeks. Well, anti-inflammatories for 2 weeks, muscle relaxers just as needed, and I was off for 5 days of work. Manager was not too happy. I mean, I get it. But, I mean, what can I do? What can I do? So I went in and I gave her the paperwork and stuff like that. And, yeah. I was hoping to get some knitting done during that time, which I got a little bit done, but not much. Because even though you're knitting and you're not moving your arm too much, it's still the muscles in the hand, because it was numb and tingly. It just was not what I wanted. Not for 5 days. A couple days after I went back to work, it was still bothering me a bit, but not as much. So I dealt with it. But I'm good now. Everything's good. Everything's on the mend, and you know, fingers crossed. That's the end of issues for a while. Yeah. So, anyways, enough of the life stuff. Let's get on with some knitting and crochet and stuff. Where you can find me. You can find me on Crafty Momma _73 on Instagram, Crafty Momma 73 on Ravelry, and Crafty Momma Designz as my Ravelry group, my Facebook group, and my Etsy shop. I also have a website, which is www.candycoatedyarn.com, which is up and running. All my new stock I do have in there. I'll talk about that at the end of the episode. I do plan on trying to dye some ready to ship items as well, which will only be listed in the website. It's just a lot easier to do it that way than to have it in both. And then as soon as somebody buys one, I have to hurry and take it out of the other location so two people don't buy the same thing. So I figured it's much easier just to do it on the website, get the website going a little bit more, because eventually I would like everything to be on the website, because Etsy is just a bit of a pain in the butt, to put it bluntly. And when I get it on the website, I get the money pretty much the day after or 2 days after, where Etsy, I get it every Monday. So, I mean, it's not a big deal, but yeah. It's just easier to keep track of if it was all in one place. It tastes just like chocolate milk, I swear to God. And I mean, I'm paying for my website, so I should probably try and get some use out of it. I'm thinking of adding a blog to the website with my kind of my knitting adventures, because I'm starting something new tonight, which I'm so excited about, and I'm thinking of doing a blog post about it, just kind of talking about my experience in it and what I find easy, difficult, whatever. I'll talk a little bit about that when I get into all my knitting stuff. You can also get a hold of me on the craftymomma73@gmail.com. If you have any questions or suggestions or anything at all, you can ask me in there. There is also an Ask Me Anything thread in the Ravelry group, so you can ask me any questions knitting related, dyeing yarn related, pattern writing related, anything like that. You can go ahead and ask me in there and I will answer you on the podcast. Hi everyone, this is Future Dawn. There was an issue when I was editing the podcast. There was some noise, background noise, and during the KAL section it was quite disturbing to listen to and stuff, so I am re-recording the KAL part and prizes and stuff like that, and then I will edit and stick this in there, and then after this you'll go back to the past and continue on with the podcast. Yeah, it drives me crazy. I was so mad when I was editing it. What the hell is that sound? And it was just annoying the hell out of me. So yep, we're gonna do this. So anyways, we have quite a few KALs going on in the Ravelry group, which is Crafty Momma Designz with a Z on Ravelry. There is the Socks All the Time, which is a year-long, pardon me, I have my eye, a year-long knit-along. Those are any kind of socks, any size, shape, whatever. Ankle socks, baby socks, knee-high socks, men's socks, any socks at all. Get them in that thread for your chance to win some prizes. I do occasionally randomly go through the chatter thread and pick prizes out of there as well. So make sure you're putting in your patterns and your yarn choices and all that kind of stuff in all the chatter threads, because there's always a chance that I could draw something from any of those threads. There is the Crafty Momma Designz Cowl, which is knitting any of my patterns, and you put them in there for your chance to win. I don't have a lot right now. I only have 3 patterns out, but I do have one more I'm going to send out to test knitters hopefully this week. And I have 2 hat patterns, a shawl pattern, and I am thinking up a sock pattern. So, and then I also have my Halloween cowl, which won't be until later in the year, but all those patterns are hopefully going to be released at some point this year. It's so bad. Anyways, also if you want to be a tester for any of those, you can get into the Ravelry group. I believe there's a thread in there that says test knit my patterns. You can message me on Instagram or on Ravelry and let me know you're interested, and when a pattern is coming due, I will contact you and find out if you're interested in knitting that pattern, testing for me. We have the candy coated yarn Sock-A-Thon. So basically, if you knit socks, any kind of socks again, but using candy coated yarn, you are eligible for prizes. Now, each type of sock you knit comes with a different point reward system. Once you accumulate a certain amount of points, you get discounts, you get free patterns, you get yarn, all that kind of stuff. So make sure you're getting in there with any of your candy coated yarn knitted socks. We have the Cozy Up Knits knit along. Every year we feature a different designer, and all through the year, anything you make with that designer's patterns can be entered in to win some prizes. So make sure you put all your Cozy Up Knits patterns in there. I do have a whip that I'm working on, which hopefully will be done next podcast, that I will enter. Well, I can't enter it in the FO thread, but I can put it in the chatter thread for y'all to see. So make sure you're doing that as well. We now have the Summer Shawl Along, which started June 1st, and that goes until August 31st. So you have 3 months. Basically, that one is knit any summery type shawls. It can be a lace weight, it can be fingering weight, it can even be a sport or DK if there is a lot of lace work and open type pattern that you would wear in the summer. Even for a cool summer evening, anything you think would be summer style, I guess. Get it in there for your chance to win some prizes. I'm not sure what just yet, but they'll be good. Anyway, we do have some winners to announce. Our Spring Clean Your Whips KAL was over on May 30th, and we had 15 entries, so 2 to 16, and the random number generator picked number 12, which is Shirley Knits 123. So Shirley Knits, congratulations, you've won. That one there, we are going to do yarn. So at the end of the episode, I'm going to be showing my new collection for Etsy and the website. And if you want to check out those 4 colorways and pick one that you would like, I will send you one in the Sweet Base, which is my 7525, my most popular base. I will send you one as a prize for the Spring Clean Your Whips KAL. So make sure you check that out at the end, and let me know which one you like the best, and I'll get that to you. And make sure you get me your address and stuff as well. So congratulations, Shirley Knits. She knitted, I believe it was a Rapture shawl, and it's so pretty. I definitely bookmarked that. That's a bad thing about running all these KALs. You see everybody's patterns, and then your library and your favorites just keep getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And I want to knit them all someday. Also, we have the winner of the 2-year Podiversary. That one is a little hard to do as far as number generator. So what I did is everyone who commented, I put your name in a hat, old school style, and had Alyssa draw a name from that. And the winner of that was Catherine McGrath. So congratulations, Catherine. You won the Podiversary giveaway. So for that one, I'm going to give you a pattern from Ravelry. So if you want to get a hold of me and let me know a pattern, $5 or less, and I will give that to you, as well as a skein of yarn from my shop. So if you want to go and pick out any skein from my shop, and I'll get that up for you. In the Sweet Base as well. So yeah, the 7525. Let me know which colorway you would like, and I will dye that up for you and get that out to you as soon as possible. So congratulations, ladies. I hope you will enjoy your yarn and goodies, and I think that's it for the KALs. I do want to start, I'm thinking July 1st, so any suggestions, if you see this before July 1st, get your suggestions down below, and so we can pick out a fun name for it. It is going to be a Start Those Christmas Knits KAL type thing. I'm not sure if that's the name I want, Start Your Christmas Knits KAL. I mean, that might work. But if you can come up with a fun name for that KAL, let me know, and I might use that one, and we'll get that going. And that's basically anything you're knitting for Christmas, get it in there. They must be less than 50% finished by the time the thread goes up, which I'm hoping is July 1st, which is Canada Day, so yay! So yes, if you have any Christmas projects you're planning on working on, if you get them into the Whips and FO thread, get them in the FO thread for your chance to win. I'll probably draw names periodically through the last 6 months of the year, and then do a grand prize at the end of the year. Not for the person who knit the most presents, but just probably random, I think. Unless I do, I don't know. I'll think about it. There'll probably be a few prizes at the end, so yeah. But the more you get in there, the more definitely chance you'll have to win. Because I have this year, I actually have some Christmas knitting I would like to do. I've never really done Christmas knitting because I've always been take my time and just knit whatever, but I'm excited to do some Christmas knitting this year. So, and crocheting, Christmas crocheting. So it's actually crochet or knit. It doesn't have to be one or the other. It is a start your Christmas gifts KAL type thing. So, like I said, if you have a fun name that you think would suit it, let me know. And July 1st, maybe I'll pick your name, and that's that. Also, if you have a suggestion for the name of my Halloween cowl pattern, definitely comment below on that as well, because I haven't decided a name on that yet. So, the Halloween Advent is based on Stephen King. So I'm not sure if maybe one of his movies can be an inspiration for the name of the shawl, the cowl. I don't know. Anyways, I'm going to send you back over to Past Dawn and the podcast from a few days ago. And hopefully I'll get this uploaded and live on YouTube later today. Anyways, guys, back to the past. All right, here we go. So let's get on to some knitting, shall we? Knitting and crocheting coming up. I'm going to show you my FO first because I love it and I'm so excited. This is the Wanderwood Beanie from Trysten of Dragon Horde Yarn. My first time doing cables, so I'm so excited about it. And this is in my Avocado colorway. I love this so much. It's been washed and blocked. It's not quite a beanie, but it's not quite slouchy. It's kind of in between, but I love it the way it is. And Alyssa stole it, so as long as she likes it, that's all that matters. Oh, it's actually coming out pretty true to color too. Awesome. I love it when it works that way. Love it. My shirt's actually a little brighter in the picture than it is in here. It also could just be my camera on my phone. That could be the difference in too, because when I looked at something on my computer, it wasn't as bright as it is in my camera. So this is the Wanderwood Beanie by Trysten of Dragon Horde Yarn, and I love it. I'm gonna put it on. It's gonna mess up my hair, but whatever. See, it's not quite slouch, just a little bit slouch. Depends on how far down you put it on your head, I guess. I am so not a hat person. So not a hat person. Or you can push it down a little bit further and have it as an actual beanie. I don't know if it's the shape of my face or what, but I'm not a hat person. But Alyssa likes to wear it back like this, so when it's back like this, it's a bit slouchy. But I love it. I love it. I'm kind of addicted to cables now, so I want to do a cable hat and stuff. Anyways, so that is it. That is the Wanderwood Beanie, my FO for today. Yay! I love the top. I love how that turned out. Isn't that awesome? Good job, Trysten. That is so cool. I love the top of it so much. So much. So that is my FO for today. Yay! It's so cute. Love it, love it, love it. So that's my FO. Okay. Let's pop that up there. On to the whips. Well, let's get to the next one that is as close to an FO as I have so far. It is my maybe baby socks, DK socks by Cozy Up Knits. I have a hoe and I have a almost FO. So this is my hoe. This is my hoe. I love it. Actually, let me put this on here. I haven't reeved in the ends. Oop. Bad girl, I know. But I love this. It's so snug and cozy, and of course Alyssa wants to steal it. These are the Maybe Baby Socks, DK Socks by Cozy Up Knits. So cute. I love this pattern. So that's the hoe, and this is the whip. I am about 5 rows or so before the heel. So this will definitely be done. Almost poked my eyes out with the needles. This will definitely be done on next podcast. It'll be done. And I'm using a size 3, which is a 3.25 millimeter Chow-Goo needle. And this is, I don't think I have this yarn in the shop. I should get it in the shop. I'm going to name this Scarlet. And this is my Peppermint bark. That's Peppermint bark colorway, which I love it so much. I dyed up yarn for a new project, and it's a little bit lighter than this. I wanted this shade. This is actually showing up really bright. I wanted this shade, but the shade ended up dyeing up a little bit lighter, which I kind of like it anyways. It's a little more variegated. So for my new project I'm casting on tonight, and I'm so excited about. Then I kept thinking, oh, maybe I should have done the Peppermint bark, because I really love that. I might bring some of my Christmassy colorways from last year into the shop for July, for Christmas in July. Not that you can knit it in July, because if you order it in July, it's going to take a few weeks to get to you. But you could order Christmas yarn in July to start knitting your Christmas items. That could work. So I might end up doing a Christmas in July update type thing. There are a few colorways from my 2018 calendar that people were wanting to know if I was going to come up with a full skein for that. I may do that. I may do that. There's a couple that people really liked. So I might end up doing that. We'll have to see. This is being housed in my Alice and the Queen of Hearts drawstring bag. Yeah. I'll do this one next. This one is in my Lots of Hearts. I think there's some of these bags in the shop still. They're not ready to ship yet though. I am thinking if I have a little bit of time to sew up some bags and have them ready to ship as well. Right now they're a sew to order kind of deal, and I think they go out within the week if I remember correctly. All right, so one is an old whip and one is a brand new whip. We'll do the old whip first. I got 2 whips in this bag. This is my small size and I have 2 whips in it. I have my Halloween cowl that I'm doing to go with my Halloween 13 days till Halloween advent. So this will be included in that if you purchase that yarn. It's 12 20-gram skeins of yarn and 1 skein, 100-gram skein. Is that what it is? I don't remember. But anyways, it is based on Stephen King movies and novels. So that's really fun. And I think there's only 6 left of that. And I think that ends. I'm trying to think if that ends the end of June or end of July. I'll have to think. I'll just check it and put it down here because I don't remember. Anyway, so that is Halloween 13 days to Halloween Advent, and this is the cowl that is going to be included in that. I love this cowl so far. So far, so good. And I got, now I'm a little disappointed, but I'm not going to rip it out because not everybody's going to knit it with a gradient in this one. But this is actually supposed to be a zigzag pattern where I can kind of see it like this, but you can't really see it on the phone. But it is a bit of a zigzag pattern. But if you did it on a solid color or a tonal, you'd probably see the pattern a lot more than you do in a variegated. But yeah, I am loving these colors, and they're coming out exact. Oh, I love my Pennywise. My Pennywise yarn is so pretty. I love how it kind of pulls that way. Loving it. Yeah, very cool. So this is, what color am I on now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm on color 8 out of 13, or 8 out of 12. Probably 12. I gotta double check. I think it's 12 20-gram skeins plus a full skein. Or is that 13 20-gram skeins? I have to double check. I don't remember. But whatever amount of mini skeins it is, that's what this is going to be. And that's all on minis. And all the minis on here so far are less than 10 grams each. So even though you get a 20-gram mini skein, you're only going to use half, if that, which means you have 10 grams left for scrappy blankets or swapping with people, all that fun stuff. This one here, it looks a little odd because it is on a small needle. Pardon me. This is a new hat pattern I'm working on. And instead of doing it on a 16-inch needle, which you usually do for hat patterns, I'm doing it on a 12 because my 16-inch is being used for something else. This is a size 4, 3.5 needle, and it is being used for something else at the moment, one of my other hats. So I am knitting this on a size 12. It's a size 12 inch needle. Anyways, there's a new hat pattern I'm working on. I have no name for it yet, but it is it the same colorway as that? Who knows that? I don't know what colorway this is. It might be Avocado, just the lighter shade of Avocado. I don't remember. Oops. Anyways, so I'm kind of loving this. It's a little bit different. It doesn't have the rib beginning and stuff like that because I want it to be nice and loose, and I don't know. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. But it's, yeah, I kind of like it. I kind of like it. So we'll see. It's a fingering weight on a size 4. I like these new little stoppers I got. Aren't they cute? I got them at my local yarn shop because I went to get some needles and they didn't have any 16-inch needles. So I'm like, okay, well, I guess we're going to go with a 12-inch and see how that goes. It's not doing too bad. So those are 2 more whips that I've been working on. And I have a crochet whip I've been working on in my Abracadabra project bag. This is my large size with the detachable handle. My daughter wants this bag so bad, but I won't let her have it because it's mine. It has a mom zipper pull, which I am going to be adding those into the shop very soon. Those may also be website only, just because they're not going to be that expensive, and for Etsy to have to take their percentages of everything off of things that are only going to be like $7 or $8, it's kind of a pain in the butt. So, and there's going to be some collections. I know for this one here that has mom, there are going to be some knitting terms ones, and there's going to be some collection ones as well, so that'll be a lot of fun. Okay, this is the corner to corner blanket. I haven't done too much on that this past few weeks, but I'm getting some progress done on it, and I love it. It is so cozy and squishy and awesome. I love it. Look at it. It's so pretty. So yeah, I haven't really done much. I've just started adding the next color. I think I ended on the green last podcast, but yeah. I love it so much. My daughter, she's like, Mom, is that going to be done soon? I'm like, no, not even remotely soon. You may get it for Christmas. Hopefully I'll have it done by the time the really cold weather kicks in. That's what I'm hoping. Yes, that's what I'm hoping. So, and that is, I think, on the size E. I think it's what I figured out. I'm trying to add some of my projects to my Ravelry project pages. So some of these are in there already. Some of them I still have to add. This is a 4.5. G? E? I don't know. I don't know what the letters are. Because this one doesn't have the letters on them. Because they were the $1.25 special from my store. So yeah, I haven't worked on my other crochet item this week or last week or whatever, but yeah. And, okay, now this is what I'm so excited for. I just wish this would not fall down on me. It does not seem to want to stay. Seriously. Okay. I am about to cast on my first sweater. I'm so excited. Okay, I am freaking excited and nervous and everything all at the same time. I'm going to do the Worsted Boxy by Joji Locatelli. I am going to try the extra large size because according to the measurements, it seems most like what would fit me. I wasn't sure how many skeins to dye up because I want to do it in a DK. I don't have worsted, so I wanted to do it in a DK. So I dyed up 6 skeins. Hopefully that'll be enough. I did a little bit of a swatch on the size 7 needles, and it was just too spacey when I pulled it apart. To block it and stuff, there was just too many gaps. I'd like a little tighter fabric, so I'm going down to a size 7 and a 5 for like the neck and stuff, I think. So anyways, I dyed up this and I love it so much. Oh wow, that is really red. Okay, it's so not that red. Really not that red. Okay, back here. Okay, that's a little bit more the right color. Yeah, just put it in the shade. That's a little bit more right as far as color. Yeah, that's definitely a more. Yeah, that's a bit more of the right color. So it's not quite as dark as the socks, but it is so pretty. Oh wow, it's really blowing out. But I love it, and I'm going to wind up the yarn and cast on tonight. I'm so excited. I am so excited, and this is so soft. It's going to be such a nice sweater. Alyssa is trying to steal it on me already. I told her no. I said, I'm putting my foot down. This is my sweater. Red is my color, and she can suck it. To put it bluntly, she can suck it because this is my sweater and I'm making it for me. See? Yeah. Everybody says I look good in red, and I love red. Red, purple, and black, and teal are my colors. So definitely excited to cast this on. It's going to be a cast on tonight. So yeah, I'm thinking of doing the blog because for one, it's my first sweater. I'm going to get DK instead of worsted. So any issues I come up with, I'm going to put in the blog. I really want to do a blog. I'm just not sure how often I'll be able to add to it. But yes, this is next in the list. Yeah, see, it's not quite the bright like that, but it's more the darker like that. I'm so excited. I was debating, I'm like, do I do a speckly version? Do I do a variegated? Do I do a solid, tonal? What do I do? And I decided to do a tonal-ish in red. I'm so excited. I'm excited. So I got my needles all ready to go. My yarn is dry. I just have to cake it up and we're good to go. I'm so excited. So thank you all for all your pattern suggestions on the last episode. I took them into great consideration, and the ones that I saw that actually seemed really interesting to me, I wrote down to check them out for next sweater, because I have a feeling, like all knitting things, I will become addicted to sweater knitting. I think I'm getting really warm. Whew. So I don't know, I'm having a hot flash. Either way. Oh yeah, my hair is driving me nuts. I think I'm gonna chop it off to like to here. What do you think? And I think I'm gonna color it because I'm getting tired of all the gray. The grays are getting a little crazy. And I'm not quite ready to go all gray yet, so we're gonna see how that is. So that's it for the knitting. So give me 1 minute. I'm going to turn my fan on because I'm dying, and I'll come back with a few acquisitions and some shop talk. So we're back. Just a couple acquisitions. There are a couple knitting books that I purchased from Indigo, which chapter's Indigo. I don't think they have the Indigo in the States, I'm not sure. But anyways, 3 knitting books. The first one is basically a guide to writing patterns. I haven't really taken much of a look at it yet, but it's everything from how to name a pattern, photography, introduction, putting your level difficulty, materials, gauge, size information, abbreviations, pattern notes, instructions, designer contact info, just certain things that you need to have in a pattern. Kind of tells you a little bit about the right way to set it up, and I mean, I don't really think I needed this, but I just thought it'd be a good reference book. Beginner's Guide to Writing Knitting Patterns. So we'll see if this helps at all. Might be backwards. I don't know, we'll see. The next one is a Sock Knitting Masterclass by Ann Budd, which is like the epitome of sock knitting designers. Like, some of these socks are just amazing. And I cannot wait to knit some of these up. This one here is so cute. What's this one called? Rose Ribs? Is that what this one's called? Yes, Rose Ribs. Not gonna show any of the information, but look at those socks. Aren't they cute? They're so cute. The pictures in here are so nice. I love it. And I mean, thigh-high striped socks. I mean, those are pretty cool. Look at that. Look at those. Those would be pretty awesome. And it actually comes with a DVD, which will be kind of cool. I haven't even taken it out of the back of the thing yet, but definitely something I'm going to need to check out, as well as some other sock knitting books on the back. Yeah, it goes all the way. It talks about the different types of toes, the different types of heels, how to choose your needles, all kinds of stuff. How to measure your foot to make a sock fit proper. Yeah, so I think this will come in handy, especially since I'm planning to write up my first sock pattern. I was asked about a sock pattern in the last podcast. The ones that I finished last podcast, they were just a vanilla sock with a Fleagle heel. So there's no real pattern for me to write up for that because it is already a pattern, kind of. I mean, a basic knit, plain vanilla sock. But I do have a pattern in my head for socks. I'm going to attempt to do them 2 at a time, so that way they get done faster and I can write it up and get it out faster and stuff. So 2 at a time socks. This is the year of knitting new things, that's for sure. I've knit my first cable. I've done my first color work. I'm starting my first sweater. I actually finished a pair of socks. What else? I haven't done brioche yet, which I want to do. That's another one that's still in the to-do list for this year. And my last book is Cable Left, Cable Right, 94 Knitting Cables by Judith Durant. Editor of best-selling One Skein Wonder series, which I want to get that as well because it looked really good. Some of these cables in here, I'm looking at them going, okay, that looks so confusing. But some of them are just, like, they're gorgeous. Like, some of the cables in these patterns are just like, what is that? Like, I can't even. These ones here are braids and pretzels. Look at these. Some of these, oh, they're so pretty. I love, where's the one that I saw that I was like, oh my god, I love that. Let's see if I can find it. It looks it just looks like it's almost like a basket weave or something. It's called Tight 5 Rib Braid. I'm going to cover the information and just show you the picture. Look at that. That is so cool. To me, it's like, huh? But, I mean, I'm sure once I figure out the differences on 2 to L, 2 to R, LP, RP, I'm assuming RP, LP is right purl and left purl. I haven't really read much into the book. I just kind of browsed some of the pictures. Now that one's pretty cool. Ooh. Doing a 2-color cable. That is pretty cool stuff. And then cables with baubles and stuff is pretty cool. I haven't done baubles yet either, so that's another one. This is dressing up your cables by adding baubles or beads. Very, very cool. So that's another book. I do want to get the cast on bind off one and the increase decrease one. There's 2 back there. I have probably 6 more books in my wish list. So I'm hoping to get some more of them, and whichever ones I don't get on my own, they're going to be added to my Christmas list. Why not? Why not? So that is my acquisitions. I think that's all I did this week. This says books. Okay, so let's get into some shop talk. All these colorways are so pretty. They're so freaking pretty. They're in my beach collection. And they actually would go really, really nice as a 4-color fade type item, kind of. Anyways, this one here, oh, I love this one so much. This is Sandcastles by the Ocean. It's coming up pretty true to color. There's a couple different shades of brown and a couple shades of blue. Oh, it's so pretty. It's so freaking pretty. Oh, I love it so much. This is Sandcastles by the Ocean. And then this one here is Summer Sunsets. This is so pretty. Look at that. It's gorgeous. I absolutely love this colorway, and I cannot wait to see how this would knit up. I'm debating on my sock pattern that I want to do, whether or not I want to do a variegated or a solid color, like a tonal. Because for socks, sometimes it's easier to see a pattern if it's a tonal. So this might be socks, but probably not my socks. I don't know. Next, this one here, which is Poolside. It's a really pretty teal and pink yarn. Oh, I love it. It's so pretty. It's so pretty. I love it so much. And this last one here, oh my god, talk about bright, colorful, summery colors. This one here, it's similar to my Bunnies on Parade, but not quite. The Bunnies on Parade, I think the colors are slightly different than these. But anyways, this here is Beach Vibes, I believe is what I put. This is teal, pink, yellow, and lime green. Oh, so freaking pretty. I love this colorway so much. So, I mean, you could do a pretty nice fade. Wouldn't that be nice? I think that would be a really pretty fade. It could just be me. I don't know. But I love it. So pretty. Yep. And you can also get them sold individually, or you can get them with minis for sock sets. So you can also purchase the minis by themselves as their own little thing. This way you can mix and match whichever ones you want. There's the 5 minis that coordinate with the 4 yarn. I love these minis so much. They would make a really cute pair of striped socks, wouldn't they? I think they would make a really cute pair of striped socks. And I am loving this coral color. Oops, kind of blowing out a bit there. There it is. Isn't that coral pretty? It's such a pretty color. And that's what's in the Summer Sunset. So that would be a really cute pair of socks. I think that would be a really cute pair of socks. There's so much. I love them all. So anyways, that's what's new in the shop this week. As well as, like I said, my Halloween, 13 days to Halloween Advent is in the shop. That is ending soon, and there's only 6 left. I did 20 kits, or 20 Advents of that, and there's only 6 left. So if you're interested in the Stephen King Advent, mini Advent, it's best to get that now. There is 2 options. I believe one option is just the minis, and the other option is for the full kit, which has, sorry, something in my mouth. The minis plus 100 gram skein of yarn, as well as a project bag. So that's in the full kit. Or you can get just the minis itself. So those are your options for that one. And I also have my Christmas Advent, which is the Disney theme this year, which I'm so excited about. It's going to have everyone from Cinderella and Belle to Baloo and Dumbo. I don't know, there's so many, I can't even think right now. But I am so excited to dye that up. I cannot wait. And there is, I believe, I put out 20. There's still quite a few left of those. And there is also a payment plan option for that one, which the payment plan option is only good until the end of June. Yeah, because if you order it in June, you pay half, 60% down right away, and then you have July and August to pay the other remaining bit. So it's good for those people that don't have the full 200 and something right off the bat. That you can also get the minis only, or you can get minis with 100-gram skein of yarn, minis with a project bag, minis with the project bag and the yarn, as well as a sock sack, which is basically my drawstring bag, but just a little bit smaller. So there's like 4 options, I believe, for the Christmas one. So definitely check that out if you're interested. I'm so excited to bring them to you guys. My notebook of characters is filling up. I think I'm going to have way more than 24 to do, so I may have to eeny, meeny, miny, moe to get rid of some of them because there's way too many characters I want to dye up. I'm so excited. So anyways, that's all the shop talk. Like I said, I am going to try in the next few weeks or so to try and get some stitch marker stuff, progress keepers, into the shop as well, but they will be on the website only. If you have not checked out the website, check it out, but please be aware that I am still kind of editing it and moving things around just to see what's the best flow for the website. You can enter my mailing list. I haven't done any newsletters yet, but if you want to subscribe to my newsletter, I will be doing one soon. In the newsletter, you probably have, once in a while I may toss in a coupon code or any of that kind of stuff. There's also a members area. I haven't done anything with that yet, but you can sign up to be in the members and they'll get exclusive sneak peek type things, I guess. Pre-order before the orders go up kind of things. I haven't really figured all of that out just yet. But those are some of the things that are on the website. Yeah. And I also on the website have a buy 10 skeins of yarn, get one free. That's actually starting now. So anybody who orders on the website, their names will be added to a spreadsheet. And once you've purchased your 10th skein, the next time you purchase, you'll get one free of equal or lesser value than the average of all the skeins you've purchased, the 10 skeins you've purchased before that. Yeah. I have never done that before, so hopefully things go as smoothly as I'm hoping, and that'll get people onto the website. It'll save them a little money, it'll save me a little money, and hopefully things will be a little easier to navigate and get some more deals, because everybody likes a deal. Anyways, I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. I think that's about it for the knitting. Yeah, I think that's it for the podcast today. I'm not even sure how long it's been since I had to stop my recording and start over when I got my fan going. Hopefully that's not too loud. Let me know if it is. So comment down below if you have a suggestion for a name for my new hat pattern, a name for my Halloween cowl. That would be good too, because I don't know what that's going to be. Now that one's going to be included in the Advent, as well as I believe I'm going to be putting up in Ravelry as well. And I think that's about it. The website, you can also get my patterns on the website as a download. Yeah, I think what I'm going to do for the pattern downloads on the website, I'm going to give you a coupon code to get them on Ravelry as well. I got to figure out how to do that because I think that'd be a good idea. Anyways, I hope you guys have enjoyed the podcast. And if you've won anything this episode, make sure you get a hold of me and let me know what it is that you would like. And I'm going to get a prize bin together and toss some yarn and stuff in there. I know I have some Knit Picks yarn, some striping Knit Picks yarn that I haven't given away yet. I have some Patton's Croy, I believe. I have a few skeins of my own stuff that were like one-of-a-kind skeins that I'm going to give for giveaways as well. Yeah. Some project bags. I think I'm going to sew them up and put a couple in there for giveaways. And if you're interested in sending me anything to do for giveaways, I would appreciate it, and I would love to help promote your shop. So if you're interested in donating to the podcast for giveaways, by all means get a hold of me via Ravelry, Instagram, or my email, and I will get back to you and we can talk all about it. If you're interested in doing a collaboration with me, I am all up for that as well. So if you are a knitting designer and you want to collaborate with my yarn, or if you are a yarn dyer and you want me to knit a pattern for your yarn, by all means, let me know. I think it would be a great idea. I haven't done a collaboration in like forever. So if you're interested, definitely get a hold of me with that. I think that's it. I think that's it for today. So hopefully I'll be back in 2 weeks. This one was a little sooner, so hopefully I can squeeze in a little sooner and sooner and sooner. I would love to get back to my weekly, but I don't think that's possible at the moment. But we'll work on it. Yeah, so I think that's it. So anyways, hope you guys had a wonderful time. Don't think there's any chit chat stuff. Oh, yes there is. Okay. I wanted to tell you, I'm a bit addicted to the audiobooks, and I'm addicted right now to a series called Virgin River by Robin Carr. I have read or listened to 11 of her books in like a month. That's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. And I found out that the book is going to be a Netflix series, so I'm so excited about that. I cannot wait for that to come out, but I have not been able to find out when that's happening, because I'm very curious to see how they write these characters and how much they change from the book. Because the books I'm so addicted to. I've cried in a few of them. I've like bawled my eyes out, and that is just ridiculous. And I've gotten so excited where I'm listening and I'm like, oh, okay, oh, I'm so excited, and then I'm like, oh no, oh my god, and I'm bawling and I'm trying to knit and I'm like, oh, it's horrible. But it's an awesome series. So yes, Robin Carr is one of my new favorite authors. If you have any book selection suggestions for me, definitely let me know down below as well. I'm all up for suggestions. I like romance, I like thrillers, I like suspense, any of that, I'm all for it. So, okay, now I'm really going to get going because I don't think there's anything else to really talk about. Nope, just I'm going to knit on my new hat pattern. I'm going to start my sweater today. I'm so excited. I'm going to work on my cowl, on my blanket. Oh, my heart hat pattern. This hat pattern. I am going to send this out to test knitters because I did a mini sample. I love this so much. It's my daughter's favorite hat. I wasn't sure how the child sizes would work, whether or not I got the numbers right. Now, I started it off, and it seems to be right. So I think in the next week, I'm going to get a hold of the people that said they were going to test knit and see if they still want to test knit. If they don't, then I may have some openings for test knitters. So if you're interested in knitting this heart hat, I haven't decided on a name just yet. But if you're interested in possibly test knitting this or any of my other patterns, I'm surprised that's the first time I've yawned. That's the first time I've yawned this episode. Woohoo! But anyways, if you're interested in knitting this or any of my other patterns that are going to be coming up this year, which there's going to be a few. There's going to be a few patterns coming out. So if you're interested, you can go into my Ravelry group. There is a thread in there about knitting my patterns. You can also IM me on Instagram or send me a message in my Gmail, and I will contact you. On Ravelry, what I do is I'll put a notice, test knitters wanted. See, I yawn once and then it just continues. I'll put a test knitters wanted thread or something. I'll figure something out. Maybe a Facebook group for testers. That might be an idea as well. It might be easier than having to try and navigate through emails and Ravelry and all that fun stuff. So I'll have to figure that out. But anyways, if you're interested in knitting this up, testing this, or if you're interested in any of my other ones, just get a hold of me in the Ravelry and stuff and let me know. Okay, so that is definitely the end of the podcast. So hopefully, guys, you had a wonderful time catching up with me today. I had a blast touching base with you guys, showing you guys all the knitting stuff and the finished object and my excitement for my sweater. I'm so excited, but I'm so nervous. If you guys have any tips or tricks or just suggestions for sweater knitting, let me know. Yeah, I hope you guys had a good time. I had a blast, and make sure you are getting all your whips and your FOs into the Ravelry pages for your chance to win some prizes. Make sure you like and subscribe to this podcast, because once we hit 300, we are going to do a big giveaway of a pattern, yarn, and possibly a bag as well. So make sure you get your friends to subscribe to the channel as well. The faster we get to that 300, the faster I can give stuff away. And you know I love giving stuff away. I think I give something away every podcast. I really think it's almost every podcast I'm giving something away. All right, you guys, I hope you had a great time. I had a blast, and I will talk to you later. Until next time, keep on crafting. Bye.